Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast Special Edition Series where I preview and predict every men's college basketball conference tournament. This episode will be the WAC, which is the Western Athletic Conference. This is the 19th of 32 episodes. We've done NEC, ASUN, Horizon, Patriot, Big South, OVC, MVC, Sunbelt, West Coast, SoCon, Colonial Summit, America East, ACC, Big West, Conference USA, Metro Atlantic Athletic, and now the WAC. So this is my bad. So this is 18 of 32. Or it might be 19. I don't know. I might have lost count. But whatever. We're more than halfway done with this. The first round of this tournament is going to be held at Michelob Ultra Arena, and the rest of the tournament is going to be held at Orleans Arena, both in the Vegas area, which should be fun. So your seedings for this tournament. Your 1 seed is New Mexico State. They're always the top team in this conference. 24-6 on the year, 14-4 in conference play. Your 2 seed is Seattle, 23-8 on the year, 14-4 in conference play. 3 seed Stephen F. Austin, 22-8 on the year, 14-4 in conference play. Your 4 seed is Grand Canyon, 22-7 on the year, 13-5 in conference play. Your 5 seed Sam Houston State, 18-13 on the year, 13-5 in conference play. Your 6 seed is Abilene Christian, 20-9 on the year, 11-7 in conference play. Your 7 seed is Utah Valley, 19-11 on the year, 10-8 in conference play. Your 8 seed is Cal Baptist, 17-14 on the year, 7-11 in conference play. Your 9 seed is Texas Rio Grande, 8-22 on the year, 3-15 in conference play. And your 10 seed is Chicago State, 7-24 on the year, 3-15 in conference play. So, Tarleton State, Cal Baptist, Dixie State, all ineligible for the 2022 tournament due to transition from Division II. Lamar is just so bad that they didn't make the tournament. So there you have 10 teams. But Cal Baptist is in this tournament, but Tarleton and Dixie can't play in the WAC tournament quite yet. All right, so let's get going here. First round, Tuesday, March 8th, from Michelob Ultra Arena. You have 19 Texas Rio Grande and 18 Cal Baptist. Rio Grande, sometimes good in this conference, but this year not so good. They have a good score, though, in Justin Johnson at 18-1 a game. And the second of two first, or actually, no, blah. Am I going, jumping ahead to the next game already? Cal Baptist, they're pretty balanced. 4 guys averaging double figures a game, led by Tyrell at 11.9 per game and Trey Armstrong at 11.8 per game. Projection is Baptist by 7 1/8, total 144 and 5,500. So I have Cal Baptist advancing. And now the second of 2 first round games. 10 seed Chicago State and 7 seed Utah Valley. Usually Chicago State is the team that's left out of this conference because they're so bad every year, but they're a little bit better and better to the point that they're in the tournament. And they're pretty balanced this year, led by Brandon Betson at 14.2 points per game. And they have 4 guys, including Betson, averaging double figures per game. And in Utah Valley, actually a decent team to be in the first round. Too good of a team to be in the first round, in my opinion. 3 double-digit scorers led by the man in the middle, Ferdaz Amike, 18.8 per game and 13.9 rebounds per game. So double-double machine. Projection is Utah Valley by 15 3/8, total of 136 and 1/5. So therefore, I have Utah Valley advancing. Second round, Wednesday, March 9th. 18 Cal Baptist, 5 seed Sam Houston State. Sam Houston State comes over from Southland. They have a really good scorer in Savion Flagg at 18.7 points per game. And this is where the tournament moves over to the Orleans Arena. And my projection here is Sam Houston by 1 1/8. So therefore, I have Sam Houston moving on. And the second of 2 in the second round, 17 Utah Valley and 6 seed Abilene Christian. Really good game. Abilene Christian's not bad. 3 guys averaging double figures per game, led by Corian Mason at 12 per game. Projection, Ab Christian by 1.5. So therefore, I have Ab Christian moving on. Thursday, March 10th, the third round. 5 seed Sam Houston State, 4 seed Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon's pretty good. 2 guys averaging double figures a game. One of the better scores in the conference, and Jovan Blackshear Jr. at 16 per game. Projection, Grand Canyon by 7 1/8, so therefore Grand Canyon I have advancing in the second of 2 third-round games. 6 seed Abilene Christians, 3 seed Stephen F. Austin. Stephen F. Austin was a perennial contender in the Southland. So many memories of them in the tournament, upsetting West Virginia and pulling off some other upsets as well. And they have 2 guys averaging double figures per game, led by Gavin Kensmill, 16.7 points per game and 6.8 rebounds per game. My projection, Stephen F. Austin by 1.5, so I have Stephen F. Austin advancing. And then to the semifinals, Friday, March 11th, 4 seed Grand Canyon, 1 seed New Mexico State. New Mexico State's always the team to beat in this conference. 2 guys averaging double figures a game, including probably the best scorer in the conference in Teddy Allen at 19.5 points per game. My projection is New Mexico State by 1.5, so therefore I have New Mexico State into the championship. And I do think that Grand Canyon will keep this game relatively close, with Blackshear Jr. going mano-a-mano with Allen. In the second of 2 semifinals, 3 seed Stephen F. Austin, 2 seed Seattle. Seattle, a big overachiever in this conference this year. 3 guys averaging double figures per game. Darion Trammell at 16.6 points per game. Cameron Tyson 14.7 a game. And Riley Grigsby at 13 a game. And I just think Stephen F. Austin's the better and more experienced team, led by Kensmill. I project Stephen F. Austin by 2.25, so I have Stephen F. Austin advancing to the championship to take on New Mexico State. The WAC perennial team against the former Southland perennial team and Stephen F. Austin, so that's pretty cool. And this will be played on Saturday, March 12th on ESPNU at 10 o'clock Eastern time, so this should be a great game. I love both these teams. They're both pretty good teams. I love Kensmill. He's a good player. But I think Allen's the best player on the court. I project New Mexico State by 2 5/8, so therefore I have New Mexico State winning the 2022 WAC men's basketball tournament to punch its ticket to the big dance. I do not think there's any at-large contenders in this conference. So Grand Canyon won it last year. New Mexico State probably would have won it the COVID year. Mexico State won it in 19 and 18 and 17 because they're just amazing. And Stephen F. Austin moved over to the Southland last year, so they didn't qualify. They probably would have been the tournament the year of the COVID year. They're 28 and 3. They had some vacated wins in 18-19, which was unfortunate for them. They had a down year that year. So the last time they were in the tournament was in the 17-18 season. So this, so Stephen F. Austin's in a little bit of a funk right now when it comes to conference tournaments. All right, so futures for the WAC in terms of odds. I'm sure New Mexico State's probably like a minus 200 favorite, maybe minus 175, because they're that good. I don't see those odds yet for WAC, amazingly enough, on FanDuel. I quickly want to track DraftKings, see if they have WAC, because I really want to bet on WAC. That's a fun tournament. And no, I don't see the WAC. But if I had to pick a long shot team to get in, I would say Stephen F. Austin, because they haven't been in a minute. And if I had another, like, a long shot type of a pick, I might go Utah Valley with the big man. So, we'll see. And obviously I'm referring to Amike, the center, on Utah Valley. So Utah Valley and Stephen F. Austin would be like potential value picks. But New Mexico State's my actual pick to go dancing from the WAC this season. All right, so next up, I will do the Southland Conference.